Sally in Lilburn submitted a question about maintenance of her home. And it made me about the ongoing maintenance of her home after closing. And it made me think that I can't imagine too many things being worse than buying a home that you love, and not understanding what the cost to maintain that home will be over time. And so therefore, you're not able to keep the home in the condition that you want it to be in. It would be very disappointing. You move into a house and you need a new dishwasher and you don't have the money to buy a new dishwasher, and so you're washing your dishes by hand for 6 months while you're saving up money for a dishwasher. That is frustrating for anyone. Sally in Lilburn wants to know how much she should budget for home maintenance every year after we close on the purchase of a property, and I will answer the question very simply in the first place, and that is 1% of the purchase price of the property. So let's take a $500,000 purchase price. That means you need to budget $5,000 per year. You need to budget $425 every single month, or $433, whatever the number is, every single month for maintenance. Now, are you going to have to spend $400 every month? No. In some years, you might not spend a dime on your home, but the water heater is a year older. The heating and air conditioning is a year older. The windows are a year older. The roof is a year older. The electrical system is a year older. So over time, things on houses simply wear out. One of the biggest things that I don't see people typically budget for is a new roof. The cost of new roofs is really expensive. I would say on average in my area of Atlanta, they're probably $15,000 to $20,000 on average, sometimes way more than that. When I replaced my roof 15 or 18 years ago, it cost $6,000 or $7,000 total, and so that is a big difference. And so my suggestion, and if you have plenty of free cash flow coming through, meaning you live way below your means and you know a $10,000 expense would not be a big surprise to you, well, then you don't need to worry about it. But if you might have a hard time coming up with $1,000 to solve a problem, I know coming up with $10,000 to solve a problem is not going to be easy to do. And so my suggestion is open a savings account. Maybe you can even do an online savings account today that pays you some interest. I've seen them 4% or 4.5%. And save 1% of your purchase price every year, which means every year you should put $5,000. Now, are you going to potentially have some money left over after doing that for 7 or 8 or 10 years? Yeah, you could. You could, and that'll still be your money. And you can have it and you can invest it. But if you're going to live in a home and you're going to buy a home, you need to make sure you're budgeting, I think, enough money so that you can be proud of your home, so that you can feel comfortable in your home, so that you're not stressed out about all of the bills. And I know this is not the time in the real estate market for me to actually make this point, because it's so much less affordable to buy a home today than it was 3 or 4 years ago. But my suggestion is buy a little bit less than you can actually afford, so that you then have the freedom or the allowance in your budget to do things that might very well be unexpected.